Well, we haven't uploaded in a while because, well, there's been school, I've been sick for a couple of days, and, well, Ethan's gotten better. Well, we have gotten better.
Yeah, I haven't posted a death battle in a while.
I know you guys have been waiting for the big finale between me, King Pig, Luigi, and Bowser, fighting Waluigi and Dry Bowser. So while we're trying to make and, well, produce the big finale, we'll have a death battle video so you can enjoy while the big finale is in production.
Hope you guys enjoy it. And Mimmin, you're very awkward when the camera is on.
Hey, don't judge me, I have some insecurities. And also a viewer from our channel has expected us to make our version of Dry Bowser versus Mechagodzilla video, which is the fight between our version of Dry Bowser and the MonsterVerse Mechagodzilla, in which we are not going to make because we do not own a plushie of Mechagodzilla or a figure of Mechagodzilla. And plus, if we did, the Mechagodzilla by the figure by SH Monster Arts is way too expensive to get, and plus, we don't have enough money to buy either the plushie or the figure. Even if we did make the video, we have to use the footage from Godzilla vs. Kong in order to make the video. So we decided to do our own death battle video with our own characters, and also licensed by Rovio. So no copyrights here.
So in today's episode of Death Battle, we're going to introduce two characters that are from the same franchise.
And so our first couple of opponents are Bubbles, the inflating bird of the Angry Birds and the lover of candy.
And King Pig, the king of all pigs and the enemy of the Angry Birds. Wait, what the heck? Why am I in this episode?
Well, the reason that you're in this episode is because you kind of have a rivalry with Bubbles, and also you love candy as well.
Whatever. He's Bimmin and I'm King Pig.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
It's not like we did this already.
Ever since the dawn of time, or 12,000 years ago, there's been an ancient rivalry between two species. The great-grandfathers, the great-grandmothers, the great-grannies. The king of pigs and an inflating bird has fought for their prey.
But there has been no clear winner for these battles, so the fight still goes on.
Dang it, King Pig, I was trying to do something cool.
Alright, dang it.
Well, King Pig's great-great-great-great-grandfather, King Cave Pork Mudbeard, has fought the Bubble Ostrich. For centuries, his great-grandkids would fight the ostrich's great-great-grandkids for years on end for whatever food they're fighting for. Till present day, we have a fight between King Pig and Bubbles. And do you know what they're fighting for?
They're fighting for candy.
Such anticlimactic.
What? We both like candy.
Whatever, King Pig. Our first opponent that we're looking at is Bubbles. Yeah, unlike his predecessors, Bubbles is small, nimble, and fast, and also can inflate his body into extreme proportions, like a balloon. And he also has a thing with candy. He loves candy so much that he will even steal it from trick-or-treaters. He would even freaking fight the strongest pig, which is King Pig, by the way, to get the last piece of candy. That's how much he likes candy.
Yeah, and he even wrecked my castle and said,
Hey, I stole your candy, and sorry about your castle.
Alright, now let's discuss Bubbles' abilities. Bubbles is capable of inflating his body into extreme proportions, capable of destroying wood, stone, and ice. Like, Chuck can break through wood, but can't break through stone or ice. And Jake, Jay, and Jim, who can destroy ice, but not stone or wood, and Bomb, who can destroy stone, but kind of destroying wood and ice, but mostly stone.
I once heard that he inflated so large he was able to eclipse the moon.
Yeah, concerned that he can inflate, his body is so malleable that he is invulnerable to any physical trauma, like getting bit by Vampire King Pig or Porcula. And in the Angry Birds movie, while in the Battle of Pig City, he inflated himself so much that he was, well, able to destroy this part of the city. Since his body is circular in diameter in this form, we can estimate his damage output by one of the buildings nearby, like this one, the blue house over there. His energy output and the amount of damage he can deal was around 50 kilotons of candy, or enough to destroy, well, a city block.
And he also inflated himself so big that he, well, fills up an entire mansion and also sends a lot of zombie pigs flying and also destroyed a giant pile of candy. And also the candy that was in my wagon that I was trying to save, and which made me cry.
King Pig, you do remember that Bubbles gave you one of his candy.
Oh yeah, now I remember now. That made me happy.
Yeah, despite the fact that he can fight for his candy, he is still generous enough to lend some of his candy to those who don't have candy anymore and are sad.
But let's talk about his speed.
Actually, King Pig, we will discuss his overall strength instead of his speed.
Dang it.
He's strong enough to fend himself from a horde of zombie pigs. Capable of fighting on his own against a gang of zombie pigs. Especially zombie pigs that are hungry for candy and not, well, brains. But most of the time, he is capable of matching King Pig in fights. He would be matching King Pig's strength while he was fighting for candy. But over time, while he's fighting King Pig, he would eventually get overpowered because of, well, his stubbornness for fighting for candy. But he would also inflate and try to overpower his opponent. But yet, when he inflates a lot of air and be lighter than a feather, or have the same weight as he was before.
I was gonna do the finishing blow until freaking terrorists got in the way and pushed me to a side like I was an ant.
But eventually, Bubbles will win every fight when King Pig and Bubbles encounter with their rivalry. Alright, King Pig, let's discuss his speed.
Yeah, finally.
After King Pig ate the mysterious glowing green candy, because of his stubbornness, he turns into a giant octopus pig monster. And, well, Orange Bird, which is Bubbles, by the way, outpaced King Pig's tentacles and, in result, defeating him. And also Bubbles' stubbornness, despite the fact of its effects, Bubbles ate the candy anyways. Okay, maybe his drive for loving candy can help him win some fights, but not all of them. Because considering his love of candy can make him stubborn sometimes, like him eating the glowing candy. Despite him knowing the effects of the candy by looking at the other pigs eating the candy, he ate the candy anyway because he loves the candy so much.
Yeah. And plus, I ate it first.
Yeah, Orange Bubbles has the advantage in strength, speed, and abilities. But he is intelligent, but not intelligent enough, considering that he can be stubborn sometimes and eat candy unbeknownstly. And his durability, like the other Angry Birds in the Angry Birds franchise, he is capable of withstanding so much punishment. Punishment like taking hits from the strongest pig,
Which is me, by the way.
and explosions that are up to 50 megatons. And don't forget, he also survived the vacuum of space.
Yeah, despite his flaws, Bubbles is a formidable opponent, even when he's on the floor, crying. But you bet your bottoms that if you mess with his candy, somebody's going to die. Well, unlike me, of course, but
Shut up, King Pig.
what? Alright, my turn.
After the war between Angry Birds and the pigs, King Mudbeard himself had decided to make a successor to, take his throne. Because he's getting too old and stuff. And also, he's probably fed up with the pranks and crap that he's been dealing with Red, Chuck, and Bomb. So, yeah, he would definitely need someone to take his place. And so, he would bear a child named Smooth Cheeks Mudbeard.
I absolutely hate my name. How about you just call me King Pig? That's a reasonable name.
I called you Richard. That's the name I gave you. Richard.
See, that's a more reasonable name instead of Smooth Cheeks.
Anyway, that was 30 years ago, King Pig. Let it pass by. Let it go. Anyway, King Pig was a tough son of a gun. He would take a lot of things thrown at him by the birds. Or a toy dog. Wait a minute. As a matter of fact, he's not even that tough. Just look at him. He got scared by a toy dog. He got scared by a toy dog and thought he was
Oh, Dogzilla! Shut up! I wasn't that wimpy.
He's so bullyable. Anyway, sorry, King Pig. Anyway, emotionalized, he is not very tough. He can be scared relatively easy. But he doesn't get scared that often. But in durability-wise, he is ridiculously tough. Just like Charlie Pig, he can withstand a lot of punishment. Here's an example. He survived all of the Piggy militia missiles and caused that explosion at that magnitude. Judging by the size of that nuke explosion compared to the neighboring garden, we would estimate that explosion is capable of the output of 60 megatons. That is 10 megatons more than the energy output than the Pig City destruction back 30 years ago. All of that just to kill a dog toy.
It was scary to me, man. At least I got to kill it. Hey, look. I even survived a fall downstairs.
That is not impressive, King Pig.
Yeah, but it was a long fall. A lot of flights of stairs. And do you know what that left me in?
What?
It made me cry.
You are not emotionally stable. You tend to cry very easily. You get scared easily. What happened to you, man?
I don't know. But I changed.
But surviving that much falling down flights of stairs. How tall is your castle?
Probably about 100 to 200 feet tall.
What was the hill? How tall was the hill that your castle was on?
Probably about another 100 feet.
So you survived hundreds of feet of hundreds of flights of stairs.
Wait, no. Probably another 200. I don't know.
So 200 flights of stairs.
Yes.
60 megatons and 200 flights of stairs.
Maybe.
And you survived being tossed around by this machine that was supposed to help him get rid of that rotten tooth, but only left him upset. Which, to be honest, is not very impressive.
But surviving hits from the Angry Birds in the last-ditch effort from getting that tooth out of my mouth is very incredible, especially the explosion from Bomb Bird.
The same bomb bird that exploded and destroyed the entirety of Pig City, and which again we discussed earlier with the Piggy Militia, is equal to 60 megatons. Yeah. And King Pig survived countless blows from the real strongest pig. And judged by this power-up, he is the god of pigs. Because in Dragon Ball Super, when your hair color is red, it means you get God Key. And when you reach God levels. And therefore, King Pig survived getting hit by God Pig, or I like to call him Monster Pig. And before then, he was gonna fight El Porcador, or Trolley Pig.
I thought I was the strongest.
Not anymore. I'm sorry. But you still are. Alright. Now let's go on to King Pig's strength. His strength is incredible. He's strong enough to be able to fight Bubbles and overpower him on some occasions, like in the Easter special and in the late Halloween special. And other Halloween specials, like we've shown earlier for Bubbles' analysis. And he even has a hammer that he can call to deal more devastating damage. Like his fight against Jason, briefly. He was able to he hit Jason in the abdomen with his hammer and make Jason fall to his knees.
Specifically one knee.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. One time, I switched bodies with Luigi. Yeah, I felt so powerful in his body.
But you do know that Luigi's power is tied with his soul, and therefore, even if you're in Luigi's body, you don't feel his power. Just turn this off. So, you still feel the same after in Ethan's body, in Luigi's body.
I don't get it.
What are you trying to say? I'll repeat myself again. Luigi's power ties in with his soul. So, even though if he switched with someone's body, his power goes in with his soul. So, Luigi will specifically Luigi. He will still feel the same kind of power that he has, regardless which body he is in. So, therefore, Luigi stays the same, regardless if he's in my body, your body, or Dry Bowser's body.
Don't you dare mention his name.
Okay. And plus, in the same episode, right where it's at its climax, after the climax, after, King Pig, currently in Luigi's body, apologized for his actions and what he said, and before he goes terrorizing and putting the world in jeopardy and even the universe. Or so he thought. Luigi gave 2% of his power to King Pig. And so, and that 2% now ties in with King Pig's soul. And so therefore, King Pig has 2% of of Luigi's power. And which means King Pig has 2% of the legendary superhuman, or Super Saiyan, if you know what I mean. And Luigi can be comparable to Broly, who was capable of destroying planets and stars and even a galaxy once, and its entirety. It's so, if he's put all of his power into good use without being so emotionally unstable, he would be able to destroy universes. And so, Broly has universal power. And since Luigi is a legendary superhuman, he would have the same power, which means Luigi's universal. And imagine 2% of universal power. It'd still be powerful because it's solar system level. All right, let's talk about King Pig's speed. Considering that he fights bubbles on the daily, well, around Halloween or Easter time, he would be capable of keeping pace with Orange Bird. And doubling that, considering that he was, not so long ago, he was imbued with 2% of Luigi's power, which means he would be able to travel up most at the speed of light, or 2 times the speed of light.
Yeah, with that kind of power, I will be able to rule the world as I dream to be, and steal both the eggs.
Yeah, but the thing that's stopping it, and your most fatal flaw, King Pig, you are an idiot.
Wait, what?
I mean, you're not dumb enough to tell between a rock that's shaped like an egg to a real egg, but you're dumb enough to laugh at a balloon that is deflating. Don't know basic tactical strategies, and you got scared by the hot dog stand pig who was just trying to wash your bum from the leftover hot dog that you ate.
Is there anything else you could do instead of mentally harm me?
Yes and no. You can also be very prideful, merciful. Well, not merciful. Can be spoiled because you want to get what you want and need to get it. You can easily get angry over the smallest things and also misinterpret things that be negative, but really is to be positive.
Okay. Okay. I did my sins. Just please stop.
I'm sorry, King Pig. I'm sorry. Got a little upset. I apologize. But I was telling facts, telling straight facts. But besides King Pig's stupidity and arrogance, he can be merciful. He can be merciful sometimes. He could be more nice. But also he can be intelligent. Like he can drive a car, write plans to, steal the eggs. He actually knows some few strategies. And also, well, I'll show you. And he was able to know storytelling and literature. And, well, and also is able to warn Luigi that Jason is returning. Returning to the house. Yeah, King Pig has really changed a lot throughout the years. But he's gotten a lot smarter. And got more kinder.
Yeah.
And he could be similar to Patrick in some ways or form.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
Wait. Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm always right. Sorry, I'm being prideful.
Yeah.
Despite King Pig's flaws, he is very strong and formidable against some godlike being or Bubbles the orange bird.
Yeah. If you mess with me, you better watch out and say your prayers, 'cause I'll be answering them.
Alright, the combatants are set, and we run the data through all possibilities.
But first, the footage used for this deathbed episode came from our own videos and the Angry Birds Tunes videos.
Yeah, those videos were the times where King Pig didn't have a mustache and were younger.
Yeah, I was dumber back then. But now, I've got a lot smarter. Anyways, it's time for a death battle!
Tomorrow.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, death battle tomorrow. We're gonna do the death battle tomorrow.
But why though? Are we supposed to do it Friday? We're supposed to do it today.
Well, we're gonna do it tomorrow because we're running out of time, and the camera on this iPad. Well, the iPad is probably gonna run out of storage to freaking upload this video.
Really?
Yes, really.
Oh. I guess you're right. Well,
We're gonna upload the episode tomorrow, and by then you'll have to wait. Sorry. I will see you guys. Well, me and King Pig will see you guys in the episode where King Pig and Bubbles will do their final clash.
and we'll end this rivalry once and for all on Saturday. So stay tuned and don't forget the notification bell.
See, I told you I wasn't lying that I was a legendary superhuman. I had extraordinary power. Anyways, you thought I wasn't in the video, but I was. Anyways, I'll get going now. See ya.